What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ty with the GoPro strapped to my head. I present to you the updated 2025 Kia EV6. And this is in the GT line trim level with all-wheel drive. So it is the more fun one to drive. And today we're going to be doing just that. We're going to be taking this updated 2025 Kia EV6 GT line for a test drive. We're going to kind of put it through its paces a little bit. Now, in case you haven't seen this video already, I have filmed a completely separate video on this very car, detailing all the features, all the new elements, technical data, things like that. In this video, we're just gonna kind of go through the vehicle really quick and just kind of see what it looks like. As far as the tires go, we have two, let's see here, I can't see, 255/45 tires, and these are 20-inch wheels on the GT line. Nice bit of glossy black elements. The new headlights are really cool, by the way. And take a look at this car at this angle. Quite the sloping hood for an SUV, I guess, type vehicle. Nice big, kind of oversized sunroof, single pane. And we've got the pop-out door handles too. This is a really sharp color, and it's called Nebular Blue. That's a particular reason why I filmed this particular one. This car, stickers for $61,605, only has a few other optional extras, and again, it's all-wheel drive. Very attractive rear end design too, with the hidden charge door. Just tap that, it opens right up, and we've got a Tesla charger. But the car does come standard with an adapter for any other charging station. Very cool looking LED light bar back here, and this kind of tinted chrome trim is really cool too. We've got two sets of spoilers too, kind of one that comes off the taillights and one up here. Pop open the trunk just so you can see how big that is. Power trunk, of course. You have the cargo shade, and really actually a good amount of space. There's even a little bit more space underneath. Tie downs, handles to fold the seats down, all that good stuff. Cool door handles, I do like them. In the back we have heated seats. We also have a Meridian sound system, and this particular one actually has the optional suede seats, so pretty cool suede inserts in the center of the seat, kind of a black and kind of ivory colored Syntex and suede seats. We have an armrest. We also have, you probably can't see it from this angle, but we do have a 3-prong outlet back here too, and actually lots and lots of space. Now I'm 5'10", sitting behind myself, plenty of space. Pretty solid sounding doors too, I have to say. Up front, 2-person memory, power folding mirrors, and power child locks are some of the highlight features on the door. We have various buttons to open up the charge door, trunk, parking brake, and this stuff on the left side. Powered steering column too, which is nice. And both the front seats are powered adjustable. Very cool looking driver's seat with that pretty outlandish headrest. But enough of the features, let's get in this thing and see how it drives. Once we get in, the steering wheel goes back to your last position, so does the seat, and we can fire it up with this button right here. As you can see, once we hop in, we do have a new steering wheel, which looks good, and a nice digital display cluster that goes from driver's information to touchscreen. Very nice. Heated and cooled seats up here too, with a 2-stage heated steering wheel. And let's put this puppy in drive and see what it's like. All right, so before we set out, I did want to say, do you hear that? I set the EV noises to a maximum. There's kind of like 4 different levels, including off, where you can make these pretty outlandish noises. But a little overview of our test drive. We are going to kind of put this car through its paces a little bit, and we're going to do some close to highway driving, and then we'll be on a nice back road. We'll do an acceleration test, see how it handles, and also see how it handles bumps too. Pretty outlandish noise that this car makes. Now this car also has the blind spot view too. As you can see, when you put one of the turn signals on, it'll show you that camera mirror, or I should say the camera on that mirror, and that way you can see if there's anybody in your blind spot. Pretty cool. Now the regen braking is pretty cool how they do it. It's pretty intuitive. There's kind of like 4 different levels of regen braking, and you can use the paddles, plus over here, minus over here, and it gives you levels. And right down at the bottom of the gauge cluster, it shows you what level you're on, and that's how much regen braking you're going to get. So it's pretty cool. Now the last time I drove an EV6, I believe it was maybe a year and a half ago now, and I really liked the car. Now that it's updated, I actually like it even more. I mean, I think everything about this car, it's a great looking car. It definitely drives nice. It's quiet like an EV should be, but not really quiet. Not like eerie quiet like some EVs are. And we're going to be switching the drive mode. I believe we're in comfort right now. We're going to go into sport, since we're going to do our acceleration test next. Regenerative braking slowing us down nicely. We're on level 3 out of 4. Just had to use the brakes a little bit. Let's put it on level 4, which is the maximum. EV noise is pretty crazy. Alright, and what I like to do for the acceleration is we'll get it up to 25 miles an hour and just hit the throttle. We'll see how fast we get with speed. So let's do that now. Here we go. So yeah, definitely pretty good amount of power in this GT line with all-wheel drive. Now, if you were to get the GT line with just rear-wheel drive, we about 225 horsepower, which is I mean, it's definitely enough, but this is definitely the one you want if you want to get the GT line. All-wheel drive gives you 320 horsepower and about 440 pound-feet. I think it's like 442 or 446 pound-feet of torque, and obviously all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive also gets you a bigger battery pack too, so you got 84 kilowatt-hour battery pack, and according to the EPA at least, this particular car, how it's configured, should do about 270 miles of range. However, we're at 96% and the car is estimating 323 miles, which is a pretty big discrepancy. I'm not quite sure who to believe. But I guess if you buy one of these or you have one of these somewhat long term, test it out and let me know in the comments. But yeah, definitely pretty impressive acceleration. Not the fastest EV out there, but definitely faster than most cars on sale right now. Now we do have some pretty large wheels, again 20-inch wheel setup, but seems to be taking the bumps quite nicely. Now this road is on the firmer side of bumps, but I really don't have any issues with the suspension setup. I mean, EVs tend to be, you know, heavier vehicles just because of the battery, but in return that usually makes a car ride a little bit better, the heft. But yeah, going over some bumps in the road here, pretty impressive suspension setup. Now this level 4 regen braking will bring your vehicle to a stop at a stop sign, which is pretty cool. And we have some corners here, as we can see our traffic sign recognition is telling us. Everything's sliding around in the trunk, but it does feel pretty good around the corners actually. The one good thing about having all that mass of the battery is it's down low, so that usually makes the car handle pretty favorably. You know, it doesn't feel like a traditional SUV where you have all this weight up top. It doesn't really feel like that at all, so definitely feels pretty planted around the corners. And the EV6 really isn't like a traditional SUV, I guess. It's more of like a sporty design, almost hatchback sort of vehicle. So you still have that nice low seating position that you would like in a sedan or a hatchback. Seat comfort just in these past few minutes are pretty good. I think I could adjust the lumbar a little bit. There we go. Okay. Good range of adjustability for the seat too. Obviously the driver's and passenger seat is powered, and they're both heated and cooled, which is a huge plus. And the price point, I guess, isn't too bad either. I can imagine, you know, there's going to be some incentives coming out soon on this vehicle, and that'll definitely get the price down quite a bit. So $61,000 might not be for too long. And yeah, this I guess you could say that this is a one-pedal drive unit if you have it in the max setting for the regen braking. That, you know, brought us right to a stop at the stop sign there, so that's pretty cool. Heads-up display is awesome on this car. It's kind of displaying right now our current speed, the speed on the road that we're on, the lane keeping assist, and any traffic sign it recognizes. It also works along with the blind spot warning, so you'll kind of get some red lines around the rear of the heads-up display, signifying that you have some people coming up on you. But that pretty much does it as far as a test drive on the new 2025 EV6. Again, a fairly impressive vehicle. I really do like this car quite a bit. If not by now, you haven't seen the full features review, should be a little link popping up at the bottom corner of your screen. Definitely check that out so you can see all the technology and features in this car. But I thank each and every one of you for watching this video, and I hope you stick with us here for the future videos.